Welcome to Java Technocrafts. In the last video, we had the basic understanding of what is functional interface and why we use it. Okay, so in this video, I am going to discuss on important feature introduced in Java 8, that is streams. Okay, streams is not which is available in Java IO package, which deals with byte stream or char streams. Okay, so this stream is completely different, which deals with data, right? So let's go one by one. So as I said that it's not related to package, so to explain more about it, let's imagine that we have a data, okay, a raw data which can be files or which can be collection of data in your application. So let's assume that we have some data, maybe employee data or students data or any other application related data, right? So basically streams are nothing but wrappers around this data. So what they do is that they process this data, they take the input as a data and process the data, so with multiple steps. So basically why streams are important, because depending on the number of cores available, streams are capable to run parallelly. So say if it is a big data, say you must have heard about the big data concepts which are in petabytes, right? So for now let's take in gigabytes. So basically if you want to run in your system a gig 1 gig file, so if you want to run it efficiently, then I think you should choose to have streams in place. So streams will consider the data. So why, so what processing can it be done? So it can be any of the ETL process. So for example, basically it can sort all the data that is available, filter data, map data, enrich the data. So whatever you want to do on the data, you can do it, and finally once you process it with the streams, you will have the process data in place. So let's take a simple example again. Basically let's say you have a file and you are asked to, the file belongs to student information which is available students across the country from all the universities. So for each university you have a file, right? So basically you are asked to generate a file with the name and count with the same name, right? So for example John. So if you want to you want to identify how many Johns are there in the entire files, all right. So basically that is the problem statement. So what you will do initially, from the logic, right, from logic point of view, you would basically split all the content of it into words, right? So first thing is you will split into words, and then after splitting it you will count the recurring words, right? Basically you will count, so that you will get the count, and you will sort it either ascending or descending, whatever is required you will sort it. So finally you have it. So this is the processing logic that you will apply. So streams will come into picture, so to process this kind of logic, huge amount of data, and do some processing on the particular point of data. So let's do it in a demo, simple demo. Basically let's say I have a test stream, okay. Okay, test stream. Basically, I picked up something from the net. I copied it over here, so it's not an. So here we will try to identify the word count. Right, let's write some program using the word count over here. Right. Basically, for that we will be using streams, right? So for the first thing we need to do is that we need to handle the files as an input. So we will try to use the files, and the your paths is used to identify the path of the file. So we will use get URI, and I know that the file name is in my folder, so I will use it as test streams, right? The text. Okay, this gives me the text. So what is that is written by the files? It's the stream that is written. So you can see that stream is written over here. So we need to process that stream. So to process the output, right, so we will use the flat map over here. Flat map, and basically if you remember, we have already utilized the lambda expression. So let's use one of the lambda expression over here, so that we will take each line of code, and then basically we will try to split that, right? We can use stream again, and then basically we will split each line by the space. Alright, so basically the space is double column and as plus, so this is the space symbol. So for pattern, to identify the space between each words, so we will say that distinct. Basically we need to identify the distinct words over here, and then we will count the number of words, right? So this will give me an integer, I think. Let me see. Int count is equal to, okay, it's not integer, so add cast change type count to log, so it's returning me the long. So let's print